Back at it again, Haiti Biz News Show, Monday to Friday, bringing you news that can keep you informed, engaged, and reacting in the most optimal way for your business, investment, and entrepreneur activity. Today is the 26th of April. Let's talk about it. We have Jamaica as a talking point today. This is something we've talked about other big touristic partners in the area before, DR, Cuba, but we haven't really brought in Jamaica in the discussion. Jamaica is a behemoth in the Caribbean region. Everyone has gone to Jamaica or is going to go to Jamaica, or at least it's been in the lexicon of Jamaica as a destination to go if you're looking to have fun in the Caribbean, between Jamaica and other big ones, Bahamas, right? But Haiti is out the discussion. So let's see why. Let's see why that is. HaitiBizNews.com, HaitiBizNews.com, HaitiBizNews.com to check out this article. Original sources later released, and it's a great write-up and bringing some real good facts to the table. So let's talk about it. Statistically speaking, getting my Jamaican friends out there, shout out, right? But 2005, Jamaica had a tremendous murder rate that was 60 murders per 100,000. I mean, that was on par with some of the most hardest war zones at that point in time. It was the title was Murder Capital of the World. That was the title in 2005. In 2019, TripAdvisor came out with a list. Jamaica is within the top 25 places, specifically number 14, of places people want to go, could go, should go, right? So and this has been consistent throughout periods where they've seen spikes. I believe last year or the year before in Jamaica, they had 2 or 3 states of emergencies, right? But yet the brand of Jamaica has not been hindered or hurt in the least bit. And I bring up these facts as a person who has been following Haiti for a long time. And even the slightest sneeze, the slightest hiccup that may happen politically or in the stats in Haiti, it is, category 4, don't travel. Everybody talks and says, no, don't come. It's not. And though we've recently had some bigger commotions, right, we don't have anything to really counter, right, the narratives that are occurring. Now let's look at the stats. In last year, we had in Jamaica 2.3 million tourists visit Jamaica. And that's just people booking a ticket and just flying in. I mean, bear in mind, Jamaica has about 2.8 million residents who live there, right? So that is almost on par with the amount of people who live there. We're not even including cruise ships, right? When we bring cruise ships to the mix, we're pushing 4.2 million tourists who are coming to Jamaica every year. Now, what does that mean in dollars? What does that mean in dollars? And that means Jamaica looks at 2.8 billion USD per year. That is equivalent to 20% of their GDP. 20%. Meanwhile, Haiti, with 10 million residents, right? We have a total of 57,000 tourists who visited the year prior. I'm going to say it again. Haiti had 467,000 tourists visit. That's it, right? And for a total count of, we have about 460 million USD, right? But, which only represents really about 5.5% of its GDP, right? So when we sit back and we look at, dollars and cents, we can see through Jamaica an engine of economic growth for an economy that we're not using, that we could be using, right? Haiti has, for the country, the largest coastline in the Caribbean. What does that mean? That means we can have potentially beach among beach, resort amongst resort, all across the island. At every point along our coast provides a different view, a different experience, right? Potentially, we're not using it. Jamaica is, right? So when we think about, okay, why is it? What is Jamaica doing, right? First and foremost, right? Jamaica, for many years, for many decades, has had the Jamaica Tourism Board, who's tasked with the explicit role of image control, of brand, of pushing the Jamaica touristic narrative internationally, lobbying different governments, lobbying the people through campaigns, through television, newspaper, etc. I mean, just last year, they spent thousands of dollars, upwards of 30,000 plus, in different marketing campaigns to push and discuss and highlight what Jamaica has to offer. No matter what may be going on politically and domestically, they have a consistent organization there to drive that narrative home, and more importantly, engage their different partners to overcome whatever their partners may have. Domestically, hotels, they really push collaboration. They push cohesion amongst the different entities there, because they know if one entity is having issues, it will streamline, it will roll over to the other. So they make sure there is a ecosystem of collaboration internally and a tactic externally to make sure the image stays intact. For example, they have an open line of communication with the U.S. State Department. They have an open line of communication with the embassy and folks who are charged with issuing alerts to their residents. And Haiti doesn't have that, right? When you sit back and you see right now we're sitting at level 4 still at a level 4. And this is after we've had a Haitian president go to Mar-a-Lago with the Bahamian president and another influential person from CARICOM. When we're still there, that just shows you that we're lacking something. We're lacking a strategy. We're lacking an actual influence to shape where we need to be, right? And again, right now the news in Haiti is stark, right? We're coming up to election, and we have a lot of folks vying for territory related to that election, and there's been an uptick of violence. We can't ignore that talking point. But again, when you look at where Jamaica has been for many years, right? Even right now with the uptick of violence, it's nowhere near statistically where Jamaica was. But yet again, because we don't have an effort, a very coordinated effort, we're in effect in a touristic embargo right now because of that. Now, when you sit back and you look at the history of Jamaica and you realize that a big part of their success has been controlling the narrative, right? When you look back and this goes back to 1930s, right after World War II, and you have folks like Ian Fleming, who, by the way, who was the James Bond Arthur, who wrote not only just James Bond, but other books that really had Jamaica within its center, right? Talking about what, and positive experiences, positive stories. And of course, over the years, you've had issues like, for example, everyone remembers Stella got her groove back, coming to Jamaica and finding a second wind in life, right? And throughout the years, even right now, as I'm speaking to you, the new James Bond movie is being shot in Jamaica right now, right? But yet, meanwhile, back when Ian Fleming in the early 30s and 40s was writing these great novels, highlighting just how awesome Jamaica is, early 50s, I'm sorry, we had stories, for example, like Duvalier dictatorship, which was, by many accounts, a pretty stark and difficult time for many Haitians who were on the other side of the political spectrum. But yet those were the stories that were coming out about Haiti, right? Those very, stark, tough, stories, while Jamaica was getting positive stories. So, and that continues to this day. To this day, there's stories where someone who's trying to write a piece about Haiti, and they go and try to grab some photos from, sources, Associated Press sources like Reuters and et cetera. And what happens is, when they type in Haiti and, okay, let me look for some good, nice looking photos, they only get photos of poverty and desperation. While Jamaica, of course, has a database of photos that shows something very different, right? So it's certainly something that the strategy really for Haiti has to be, first and foremost, we got to find those folks who are speaking a positive story about Haiti. We got to find folks who are both internationally and abroad, who are, especially now in this day and age of YouTube and social media, we got to find those folks who are really trying to push a positive image of Haiti, the Haitian government now, and they need to invest in them. They need to bring them in. They need to put them on folks like that, with two hands and totally engross those people, because that is where it starts, right? And then additionally, the Haitian government really needs to get at the root of a lot of the images that it has by tackling a lot of the big social issues. So guys, what do you think? Do you agree? Leave a comment. Like, subscribe, notify. We'll be back at it again next week. Peace.